Happy Wednesday, everyone. Today I'm gonna do some pricing. I got a lot of questions about this in the past few weeks, and I think at this point I'm like, let me do another pricing video and show you kind of like a basic, nothing too crazy. I'm not gonna get into the crazy minutia pricing. I'm gonna show you how to do like some kind of a zip code pricing with some good data that we've already selected. We already have that all done. So I'm not going to pull data today. I'm just going to get right into the pricing of it. And the whole goal with this is to show you like the basic formulas to take a property and then price it out, prep that out, and get it ready for mail. Um, Now, how granular you get with your pricing is totally up to you. You could go super granular. You could be very, um, like broad if you wanted. At the end of the day, it's just getting mail out the door, right? That's really what's going to move the needle instead of being like, I got to be perfect on my price. Because at the end of the day, if you price a property at 50K or you price them at 45K, they're probably still going to call. That 5K is not going to change move the needle much. So with that being said, basically I'm going to show you a county that we have now that we are actually going to be mailing, I think next week. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to go into here. So this is the actual right here. Let me exit this. This is the actual parcel. So small list where it's a very small 320 parcel list. And the reason why it's so small, this list was about like 4,500 to 3,000, 4,500 to 5,000 parcels, but we scrub them out. So we are like relentless on our scrubbing and we pick only the best properties. So these are the top 320 properties in that county. Okay. So what we look at is there's a couple zip codes. So we'll start with that actually. So we'll go here. So the county is Lee County, NC, Lee County, NC zip codes. So I want to look at the zip codes. Okay. These are the zip codes they have. Now let me see if there's an image. Sometimes it's just better to look at the image. And it'll show you the actual zip code map. So let me see. Let me see if it shows it here. No. Dun, 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 dun. Put some music on. Get that going. There we go. Nothing better than a little music, some pricing. Making some damn money, right? Okay. All right, so this is some counties they'll just pop right up. Other counties it takes a little whatever. So I'm just gonna ignore that. I know this county. There's two main zip codes. So 27330. So what I'll do is this. We're gonna start with going like this. 27330. 7330. Okay. So this is the main zip code right here. And then if we look at Lee County in general, I'll show you guys Lee County in general. Lee County NC. So see how Lee County in general is this whole encompassing area. There's this upper zip code and this lower zip code right here. There's actually like 5 that technically touch this area, but we're going to focus on just these main 2 and project for the rest. So let's go back to that one zip code. 27330. 27330. Okay, cool. So, oh boy. One day. All right, so we got land. We're going to go in here. I want to look at the last year. I'm going to pull 3 acres plus. I don't care. No limit upper. Doesn't matter to me. Right? So I'm going to see 21 homes. Now, there's not a lot of data to price with. So this is actually going to be a little tough. But I think we can do it. Let's just look how much is for sale, under contract, pending as well. Okay, so I'm actually going to do a little bit different today. I'm going to pull the pending and under contracts as well. 3 acres plus. Okay, done. So scroll down here. I hate when Redfin updates stuff and they move the map to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to download all. We're going to go here. We're going to go pop in the zip code. We're going to rename this. This is going to be 2327330. Okay. And I'm going to import that list real quick. File, import, upload, browse. Okay, cool. Boom. Done. Let's go. Okay, let's see if I could pull the for sales and under contracts. I don't know if we can. And if we can, I'm not going to manually do it, but okay, good. It is letting me. Sometimes it's not letting you, so, but this time it did. So I'm going to go file, import, upload, browse, this one. Okay. So the reason why I did this is I didn't have a lot of data. Now, I don't trust this exclusively, but I want to have some kind of something, right? I'd like to have more data than less, right? So, so automatically, like I look at these, and these are probably wrong, right? Because these are probably bad. See how long they've been on the market? That's definitely priced like wrong, probably, or it's just a bad parcel. But let's start by doing this. We're going to change this to acres. Acres. And this is going to be price per acre. Okay. And what I'm going to do next, I'm going to delete this. Delete row. Delete row. Okay. Just going to delete that stuff. So let's find out the acreage. So I'm going to take lot size divided by 43,560. And I'm going to carry this down as well. Just all the way down. These as well. And then let's go in, shrink that baby in. Price per acre, I'm going to go equals this divided by, equals this. So price divided by PPA divided by acres is going to get me my PPA. Okay, so we're going to fill that. Wonderful, wunderbra. If the genie on the high side, do you get more granular with zip code comping? Yeah, so the lower the genie, the more granular it is. Right? I'm pretty sure. I'm drawing a blank today. Link lower genie, more granular. Pretty sure. Yeah. So, okay, so this one. So this didn't have it. So what I could do here, I could delete this. And I could delete this. And I could delete this. Just trying to skinny this up. I don't need all this data. So let's delete A through C. I don't need that. Delete column. I don't need this. Delete columns. I don't need this. Okay, cool. Source. So another thing too is, so see how right here, this doesn't have a source. So all these are non-MLS sources, right? So in the interest of this specific county, I'm not going to delete them. Okay, but I am going to look at them. And the reason I'm going to look at them because I want to see what's going on with those, right? So what I got to do too is I'm going to separate this data. So I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to paste it into this new sheet because now I can sort this. So let's go here. Let's go filters, create filters. Sort by A to Z. Okay, see, I want to sort that A to Z. So I want to see the smallest to the largest right here. All this stuff carried over. It was just easier than duplicating the formula twice. That's all. Only reason why I did that. This is not something I do all the time. I don't usually use the for sale data, but for reference, I'm going to just show you, and we're going to see if a lot of these listings are tracking. And another cool thing is to look at is like, okay, cool. What stuff moves fast? What stuff moves slow? Right? If stuff is on the market for 3-4 days and it's priced right, it should move fast. And we'll be able to look at this real quick and say, well, this has been on 500 days. It's priced high, right? So this is 32 acres. 32. It's good enough. Okay, we're going to filter. We're going to change this format, number. Let's change this to currency. Okay. Wunderbar. All right, let's go filters. Let's go create filters. Okay, pricing per acre. So let's check this out. This one's actually legit. This looks bigger than 0.56 acres, to be quite honest. But if that's the case, I'm just going to delete that. So part of this is now that we know, like, okay, cool, we sorted this. Let's sort this by A to Z. Okay, so I already see one that's a duplicate. Okay, so like this right here is a duplicate. So let's remove this one. How do I know it's a duplicate? Same exact pricing and all that jazz. So delete that right here, duplicate. So I could delete that. 26, 26, 26, 68. This is a duplicate. The likelihood of something selling for the exact same price, the exact same size, and all that stuff is super unlikely. So if you see something messed up like that, we just delete them. Okay, so there is very, very limited data in this county, this zip code. Doesn't mean it's a bad area, just means that it's limited data. So pricing is going to be tough. I think this is recorded wrong. This probably sold for 230,000, not 23,000. So I'm going to just adjust this. Add a 0. There you go. More than likely. A lot of times they just like, sometimes stuff gets messed up. So you just got to edit it when it gets recorded or whatever. So, all right. So here we are. So we got all this data in here. Now I'm looking for outliers. Why did this thing sell for so much? Like, let's look at this. Location, probably prime location, zoned R12. Okay. Zoning is the reason why it sold for so much. It's in a prime location, downtown. JD, I mean, why bother, right? Yeah, can you eliminate duplicates by AI? But like AI, sure, it could do a lot of things, but like, is it really saving that much time? I mean, it took me 2 minutes to not even to delete duplicates, so I don't bother with things that are like. Sometimes that stuff is more of a distraction in your business and it's worth implementing. So I just don't implement everything like that. I could also just remove duplicates, but it's just sometimes you just got to look at it, you know. So this is off market. Public record sale. Off market public record sale. And it was priced super low. I'm going to delete this one. Okay. I can delete. Okay. Just deleting these two because I don't need them right now. Sold. I know it's sold. Okay. Whew. Much cleaner. Okay, so this is pretty much it. Now I could go through here. I could be relentless, and I could look at all these. So let's get rid of this guy. Delete row. Okay. Let's see what this one looks like. 10 acres. This is off market. Man, I cannot stop yawning today. Okay, cool. So we see a big disparity. Look at this. Like below 5 acres, stuff is selling like crazy. Really high. Now, I don't have a lot of data points above that. My 5 to 10s, I only have 2 parcels. After what's the sell in the area, would you consider milling to? No, this is so the list is super small. This is really like a tiny list. So I think it's only 300 parcels. So I'm not like dead set on that. Sometimes we just do a lot of these smaller lists that'll just fill in the data sets. To have for the week. So like we'll price, Michelle prices these like she's way better at this than I am. So she'll come and price these. Let's look at this one, see kind of why this sold for more. 0 for a roll. So I don't have a minimum necessarily. I look for activity. I want to see is this active? How fast is stuff selling? So like that was a slow down computer. Okay, so see how this is what I look for. So 375 went pending in like 15 days. I love that. That to me is a huge indicator of like a good market, right? So I look at that. That to me is big time. Like when I'm seeing stuff like that, like I like that a lot. Where you at? Where you at? So I'm gonna just do the average of here to here. And then I'll do average. Now, is this foolproof pricing? No, but it gets a job done. It really isn't that hard. If I had a bigger data set, it makes life a lot easier. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack this data set with I'm going to stack this data set. See how this is kind of going crazy? Right here, this pricing. Not a huge fan of it. I'm going to use the for sale and other data for these right now because I don't have anything larger. So I'm going to do the similar things, right? So let's delete column. Where you when you wanna about you. Let's see. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Delete column. Okay, cool. So okay, so I see duplicates already. Right. Oh no, actually lot 1 and lot 2. So those aren't duplicates. They just actually literally sold for the same price, which does happen. Not common, but it does happen, especially if they subdivided it. Lot 2, lot 3. These haven't sold yet. That's why the listing price is the same. So not that it's just that their listing is the same. Okay. All right. So then we got So we can do the same stuff we did here. Wrong thing. So we can go here. PPA, we could do averages. So here we did averages and all that stuff. But I'm going to look at this data first. Kind of want to see some of the outliers. Right, so we're listed 31K an acre. Why is this listed for 70K an acre? And it's pending. That's crazy. Judicial location, property. House not for sale, property only. Property's probably not. You been here before. What a terrible listing. And yet it's selling for 240K. It's under contract. Crazy. Wild. Cool. Cowboy. Equals average. Rodeo. Smile. I want. There was a time back in my prime. I really hold you down. Tonight. Just enough. Good as I once was. I'm as good once as I ever was. All right, so you can see these guys right here. This is most freaking definitely a overpriced parcel. It's been on the market forever. Bring your custom builders. This person will probably never sell. So that's now whatever. So this one is under contract. Now this, I don't know why it's under contract. They must have accepted a super low offer. Or somebody just put an option on it to try to do something with it. But it's a terrible access property, to be honest with you. So I'm going to remove those two. Back in my prime. When I could really alone. If you were on the right tonight. All that good as I once was. Once as I ever was. Hell on wheels. Back when I was a younger man. You can't do this, boy. Oh, yes, you can. Okay, cool. So now let's take a look. So we got a 45. Why is this 45? Active, 535 days. I am going to just probably delete that. Okay. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, so they're banking on somebody coming in here and trying to build the same subdivision, but I'm going to say this is probably like in a wetlands or something like that. That's not the right map. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take that one out. Cool. Anything that see 89K an acre, it's pending. Wonder why. Used to be Hell Wheels. Raleigh, side, Stanford, comes all amenities, water, sewer, natural gas, properties, street fronts. Okay, so this is definitely something that somebody will subdivide. So we got 1, 2, and it looks like it's got a structure on it too. So I'm going to remove that. I'm basically just looking at any of these that are crazy high when they're like trading way too high, like just checking why. All right, so I'm seeing 32K an acre. You can look at the pendings and kind of get a better idea so what the pendings are listed at and kind of project kind of what they're pending to close at. All right, this is a little bit of I'm guessing here on these, right? A little bit. But it's only because I have a small data set. This is not how you should work every time, but this is how I'm working on this data set. Just because I am trying to find out. This one looks like a dupe. Okay. Okay, so we got 24, 27. Let's just see what we had. We had 27, so that's good. Pretty close. The 5 to 10, we were at about 20. What do we see the 5 to 10s here? I average them together on the other side. These are kind of trading high. So I'm going to do something real quick. When I'm using this data, sometimes what I'll do is I'll take like 80% of it. .8. So all I'm doing is I'm taking 80% of this data, right? Because this stuff hasn't sold yet. So I'm not going to trust it. Response rate for higher acreage land, it does go down, right? Are you? No. Keith, no. No landlocked properties. We scrub out landlocked. What's the response rate on higher acreage property? Higher acreage land, it does go down. We track overall, like the whole campaign. We don't track just the specific areas. Though I will start, I've been noodling that around if I should start doing that and seeing if I get a better pricing. So we got turn the lights down low. Turn music on the soft and slow. Got no ways to go. So we got 19, 15. We're here all day long. Okay, so this sold for 27, 20, 27. This is 14. What are we at here? This is about. Okay, we're getting there. 1432. 11. And we're at 7 here. So these could be listed high. And we can look here. So this throws off our data set. See how high these are here? That throws off that number. Windows and the lights down low. Music on the soft and slow. You understand? I don't think they're gonna get what they're asking here. So they're listed way too high. 30 acres. And they just put a driveway in. They're trying to improve to sell, but I don't think they're going to sell for that. So, anyways. All right. So, with that, I'm feeling pretty confident that between these two numbers, we're about 19. This is about 27. That's 3 acres, though. And this is about 3 acres, too. So, we got 19, 24, 27. We're not going to be pricing anything that small anyway, so let's ignore that. So, we're at 19. We're at 20. So the difference between the two is like 19 and a half. So we'll go here. Let's go get them primes. 2, open doors and turn the lights down low. Property zips or by A to Z. And then we're going to go back to go understand. So I sorted by zip and then I sorted by acreage. So this is PPA. Oh man, it's PPA. I'm just looking. The majority of these properties are in 27330. So 27332. Let's check out 27332. 27332. Only 8. I'm not going to have enough data to price that. So I'm going to spot check a few of these and then just project that. So 135, 35, 31, it's 32. Okay. Um, 15, 10. Okay. Looks like pricing is about the same. Yeah. I see pricing about the same. Okay, cool. So I don't really have to change anything. So we're going to just take the PPA. I'm going to just take this. Three. And then I'm going to take this times this equals that. Offer 9 grams. Kids around there. Depends on what you want to offer. So let's say, I don't know, 0.55 times 0.55. So 55%. So we could just project that. Now I'm going to just shoot this whole thing down. And then what I'll do is I'll come back and feather this. So here's like our 10s. So we're going to start. So we're going to come into here. I'm going to take the for sales on this side just because it's closer to other things. I don't have enough data. So sheet 4. I'm going to go about 13 on this. Four. And so from the children, seen it in color. 1,000 words. So I'm just dropping this as I go down. That's all I'm doing. Really nothing too crazy here. And then I'm going to comp a few deals. It's worth 1,000 words. Free to break in color. 5,500 I want to end at. Let me get closer to drop down to 65 now, 65. And then do a little bit more, and then I'll drop to 54. 54. The point is just to get close, right? You don't have to be perfect, you just get close. Okay, just check my market. Okay, cool. So there is a thing, if you wanted, you could adjust this, maybe go up a little bit higher on the bigger parcels if you wanted, to like 60%, whatever you want to do. It depends on your funding. That's really what it comes down to, is how you're funding these deals. One thing here is we'll kind of feather this in. We'll go back and we'll start like dropping it to like 18 right here. 18. And then we'll bring this up. And we'll drop this 17. Project that a little forward. And then we'll drop this one more time to like 16. Okay, cool. All right, so now I've done that, like here's our market price, here's our offer. So let's just highlight this green. Green. Huh. I don't know what is. My computer has not been letting me highlight that green for some reason. I can't select that. It must be used somewhere else. It's interesting. Cool. So market offer. So what I'm going to do now, I'll pick a random property, and I'm just going to go comp it. I'm going to pretend this is a lead that just came in, right? So ID, land, sign in. Lee. Cool. All right, here's your parcel. Broadway Road. Back of a subdivision. It looks like some water on it. So let's check out this. Okay, cool. So that's the parcel. Let's poke a peek and see what land is selling for in the area. Sold land last year. Let's go 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Got 43K. Small lot, 43K. Super small lot, but it's actually not a terrible comp. Just because you're close to the thing. This is on a subdivision. This one doesn't make sense for 550. We got a 54. Okay, so 54. Let's just say that. Where are we at right here? 87. Let's go back. See if we see anything that makes sense at 87. We're saying it's worth 158. So this is smaller parcel, sold for low. So let's see. So we might actually have to adjust this a little bit. So you got 154. Got a house on it. Yeah, so I'm gonna adjust this. Seems like this is too much. Right, so we don't have a lot. So this sold for 24. She waited 3 days and then she tried again. She didn't know what she'd say, but she drew 3 rings. So I'm gonna drop this. That's why we comp it. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna comp another one and see if it's just that specific area. Blackstone. 408 Blackstone. This time she left her number, but not another word. It's on Sunday evening, and this is what we heard. If you're calling about my heart, it's still yours. I should listen to it a little more. Okay, 4 to 10s. 85K. 17. I still love you. I'd say like probably 60% of our marketing is larger acreage. I like the larger deals. I don't really like dealing with anything less than 10 acres. To me, it's not my speed. No max. Like we have all different size parcels coming in. We'll deal with stuff 1,000 acres if it comes across our table. This seems high. So this seems high, so I'm going to just drop this down. All right, that's more manageable. So I'm going to drop these as well. Okay, cool. Makes me a little bit happier seeing 97. Election. So I've been in real estate for 16 years. Election cycles always mess with your numbers. So absolutely, everybody. It's not just you. It's not just me. Literally everybody. I'm not quite sure how to help you with that. I don't need your help, Alexa. Thank you. Oh, you're saying the percentage we're offering? What percentage of marketing are you offering? I'm sorry. I thought I misunderstood. No, percentage of like the total number of deals we offer, we're offering 60% of the stuff we offer is in, above, is larger acreage. I thought that's what you meant. Yeah. So percentage of market, it depends. I hate to put like a quantifiable number on it, like 60%, 65, 70. It depends on the market. It depends on a lot of factors. How fast stuff is going pending, how fast the turnover is, how fast, the lending we have at the time, what type of lender is looking for us, um, what type of deals we're looking for, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of little contributing factors. So certain deals, we get seller financing. I'll take it at 70 or 75% on seller finance because I have no debt I have to raise. If it's a regular deal, 60, 65%. Above 30 acres, I don't mind that. Anything less than that, I really want to be at like 55, maybe 50, something. Smaller, fours and fives, and like 45%, 40%. Even sometimes in slower markets, I'll hit that. Um, it's so market heavy and market dependent. I really can't put a yeah, yeah, your offer pricing, yeah. That's pretty much what I look at is kind of what that is. And so my team right now, my team basically handles all that stuff. They handle all the pricing and everything like that. And they do a really good job at it. They're better than me. So hire good people. Didn't come up. So I don't think this is terrible right here. I think it'll open the door. What platform? This is on like YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel, Sumner's YouTube channel, my Facebook, some other platforms too. All right. Sweet. Awesome, guys. I think that's pretty much it. So this one is pretty much priced out. I mean, it was a smaller county with not a lot of data, so it's super hard to price these, right? If it's your first time, don't pick this market. You really want to look for like 3 to 4 comps in a group. So like 5 to 10s, like 4 or 5 comps, 10 to 20, 5, 10 to 15s, 5 comps, 15 to 20s, 5 comps, something like that. That way you have enough data in a specific zip code to really like get the pricing right. So that's kind of what you got to try to look for when you're doing this stuff. But I think it's we get the point, right? We get kind of see what we're doing here with this stuff. Um, so the pricing is super easy. It's just basically 3 formulas. Once you figure out your market price, once you figure out this market price, your formulas solve for the acreage, solve for the price per acre, and then solve for the market price. That's it. Super easy. And then you pop all those numbers in, and there you go. Here's your offer. So you could adjust these if you wanted to, like, say, like, I want to offer 65. There you go. I'm not going to skip an acreage range just because I don't have enough data. Maybe there's not enough sales in that area for that specific data set, but maybe there's demand for it, right? So if stuff is trading in the 10 to 20s, it's not trading. Maybe it's just because there's no supply. That doesn't mean there's no demand. So I'm just gonna probably, if you're seeing 12K an acre for the lower ones and 9K an acre for the bigger ones, then I'm gonna just split the difference and be like 11K or 10K. You know, yeah. This way, I can kind of split the difference and just get the pricing done. So, at the end of the day, like this just gets the phone ringing when you send this offer out. It's literally the entire purpose. Just get the phone ringing, and then once they call, that's when you talk to them. If you priced it too high, a couple bucks, you adjust the pricing. If you priced it too low, you adjust the pricing. But no, I mean, yeah, Chris, if you're new, you definitely want to. If you're new, you want to definitely work on easier markets. Don't hit anything like that's too difficult. Focus on like easier, um, the simpler, more homogeneous, low Gini score markets. That's going to be your highest success rate. So awesome, guys. Appreciate it if you guys can. If you want, just hit me up in Discord if you have any questions. Try to get in there. If you tag me in something, I could actually see that. But Awesome. Appreciate you guys. We will talk soon. Later.